Most people think confidence starts in the mind, but the truth is, it starts in the mirror. The way you show up on the outside affects the way you feel on the inside. When you take your appearance seriously, you stop feeling invisible. You stop shrinking, and you start walking into rooms like you belong. Today, we're talking about why you must become addicted to your appearance. Not for the world, but for your own power. Your appearance is not about vanity. It is about respect. When you respect something, you take care of it. You don't neglect it, you don't ignore it, and you don't treat it like it doesn't matter. The way you present yourself is the most honest signal of how much you value your own presence. People talk a lot about confidence, but confidence doesn't just appear from thin air. It starts with small daily choices, like choosing to look sharp, clean, and intentional, even when no one is watching. When someone takes pride in appearance, they are really saying, "I matter." That mindset changes everything. It changes how you walk, how you sit, how you speak, and how you show up in conversations. Self-respect is not loud. It's quiet, consistent, and disciplined. It's in the way you straighten your posture when you stand. It's in the way you keep your clothes neat. It's in the way you keep your body and environment clean. These are silent actions, but they build a powerful identity over time. A lot of people misunderstand self-respect. They think it's about demanding respect from others. It's not. It's about showing yourself respect first. When you look in the mirror and see someone who takes care of themselves, you start trusting yourself more. That trust becomes confidence, and that confidence becomes a natural magnet. You stop trying to be validated, because you already validated yourself through your actions and habits. That's where real power starts, quietly, internally, and consistently. Your appearance is a promise to yourself. It's a daily contract that says, "I will not show up as my weakest version, even on tired days, even on bad days." You don't wait until life gets better to look better. You look better, and life starts responding differently. You don't need expensive things or perfect features. You just need discipline, cleanliness, effort, consistency. That's what turns an average presence into a respected presence. When you respect yourself through your appearance, your standards naturally rise. You stop tolerating disrespect. You stop accepting bare minimum effort from others. You stop shrinking to fit uncomfortable spaces. Why? Because your external presence is now aligned with your internal value. You don't have to argue for respect. You don't have to prove your worth. The way you carry yourself does the talking before you ever open your mouth. Self-respect is built through repetition. It's built every morning when you choose not to look sloppy. Every evening when you care enough to prepare for tomorrow. Every time you choose discipline over comfort. Your appearance becomes a ritual, not a routine. And through that ritual, you slowly transform, not just in how you look, but in how you think, how you move, and how much you believe in yourself. The way you look doesn't just change how other people see you, it retrains how you see yourself. Every time you level up your appearance, you are sending a signal to your brain that you are becoming someone new. Confidence is not something you wait for. It's something you build through your habits. When you look in the mirror and see effort, discipline, and intention, your mind starts to believe in the identity you are creating. You don't feel powerful first, you look powerful first, and the feeling follows. Self-confidence is trained just like a muscle. It grows with repetition. One good outfit doesn't change your life. One clean morning routine doesn't rewrite your story. It's the consistent standard that rewires your thinking. When your hair is neat, your posture is strong, and your clothes fit you well, your brain associates you with competence and control. Over time, you stop doubting yourself in rooms. You stop feeling small in conversations, not because you forced confidence, but because you trained it through your behavior. People don't realize how deeply the mind is connected to the body. When you improve your appearance, you improve your posture without thinking, Your eyes lift, your shoulders widen, your breathing slows down. And all of those physical changes feed back into your mental state. You don't just look more confident, you become more confident at a neurological level. The brain believes evidence, and your appearance becomes visual proof that you are someone who takes control. This kind of confidence is not loud or arrogant. It's calm, it's controlled, it's stable. You don't need to talk over people. You don't look for approval. You don't over-explain yourself. Your presence speaks before your words do. That's what real confidence feels like. It's quiet certainty. It's knowing you can sit in silence and still be respected. And that type of confidence starts with how seriously you take your own reflection. Your appearance also creates internal discipline. When you commit to looking your best each day, you naturally start respecting other areas of your life. You eat better because someone who looks sharp also wants to feel strong. You walk with purpose because someone who values appearance doesn't move carelessly. Your standards rise without force, and as your standards rise, your self-belief follows. You don't chase confidence anymore, you embody it. Over time, the gap between who you are and who you want to be gets smaller. Why? Because your appearance becomes a bridge. It connects your current self to your future self. Every day you show up looking intentional, you are practicing the version of you that already succeeded. And as the days stack, your mind stops questioning your worth. It starts accepting it as normal. That's when confidence becomes natural. Not something you perform, but something you live. First impressions are silent, but they are powerful. Before you ever speak, people are already making decisions about you. They are deciding if you are confident, if you are capable, and if you are someone to be taken seriously. That might sound unfair, but it's reality. Your appearance walks into the room before your words do. And when you understand that, you stop treating how you look as something small or secondary. You realize it is part of your communication. People don't just react to what you say, they react to what you project. When you look sharp, clean, and intentional, people listen differently. Their tone changes. Their focus sharpens. Even the way they stand around you shifts. You don't have to ask for better treatment. You naturally receive it. Not because you're better than anyone, but because you look like someone who respects themselves and expects respect in return. Your standards teach people how to treat you. If you show up looking careless, people subconsciously assume you are careless. If you show up looking polished, they assume you are disciplined. These assumptions happen in seconds, and they are difficult to reverse. That's why appearance matters before opportunity even arrives. Long before you get the chance to prove your intelligence or character, people decide how seriously they will take you based on what they see. This doesn't mean you are fake or performing. It means you are intentional. There is a difference. A fake image is built to impress. An intentional image is built to align. You're not trying to be someone you're not. You're choosing to present the highest version of who you already are. That's integrity. And people feel integrity. They may not be able to explain it, but they respond to it. Respect doesn't need an announcement. It shows up through posture, grooming, and energy. Body language is a language. Clean clothes, calm eyes, still movements, straight posture, these things speak loudly without a single word. And when people see consistency in how you show up, they relax around you. They trust you faster. They give you space to lead. That's why leaders don't try to look average. They look deliberate. They understand that presence creates authority before titles ever do. Over time, your reputation becomes visual before it becomes verbal. People introduce you differently. They describe you with more seriousness. They listen when you talk. They move faster when you make requests. Not because you demanded it, but because your presence trained them to. That's the quiet power of first impressions. When you master how you show up, you change how the world responds to you without raising your voice. Discipline is not built through big motivational moments. It's built through boring, daily decisions. The way you handle your appearance is one of the most powerful training grounds for that discipline. When you choose to wake up a little earlier to prepare yourself, when you choose to be neat even when no one expects it, you are strengthening the part of your brain that knows how to lead. You are teaching yourself that comfort is not in control. Standards are. Every time you decide to look your best, you practice delayed gratification. You resist the urge to be lazy. You resist the comfort of looking average. That small resistance builds mental muscle. Over time, that muscle doesn't just help you with grooming or style. It helps you in conversations, in business, in relationships, and in personal goals. You become someone who can follow through because you trained yourself daily with small acts of discipline that most people skip. Appearance habits create structure. Structure creates stability. Stability creates momentum. When your day starts with intention, your mindset follows that rhythm. You don't drift mentally because you didn't drift physically. You set the tone early. You're not rushing. You're not scrambling. You're grounded, focused, and prepared. That transfers to how you speak, how you listen, and how you commit to things. Discipline in appearance becomes discipline in life. A lot of people wait to feel motivated before they act. But discipline works the opposite way. You act first, and the motivation shows up later. Taking care of the way you look builds that principle into your nervous system. You don't question whether you should put in effort, you just do. That mindset is rare, and rare mindsets produce rare results. You stop negotiating with laziness. You make effort your identity, not your exception. This kind of discipline becomes quiet confidence. You know you can trust yourself. You know you can handle discomfort. You know you can keep promises to yourself. That self-trust is the foundation of self-respect. And when you respect yourself internally, your outer world starts responding differently. Opportunities don't feel overwhelming. Pressure doesn't break you. You've already trained your mind to handle challenges through the simple, repeated act of showing up well. Over time, discipline stops feeling like force. It becomes natural. You don't feel dressed up. You feel normal. You don't feel prepared. You feel standard. Effort becomes your baseline. And once effort is your baseline, your entire life shifts upward. Not because you waited for success, but because you trained for it every single day through how seriously you took your own presence. Your outer glow is not just about style or grooming, it's about energy. When you take care of how you present yourself, you begin to move through the world with a different frequency. You feel sharper, you feel clearer, your mind feels lighter. The outside